evening, depending on whenever you see this. Pray y'all are doing well. Everything is going smoothly in your lives right now. And even if it isn't, I pray that God turns things in your favor no matter what. Welcome back to those who know who I am, and for those who are new, my name is Shark Out of Water, Christian content creator. I hope y'all are in a good space to receive this message I'm about to say. And if not, listen anyway. You might learn something today. Just pay attention. Just sit back and relax and listen for a minute. So, I forget exactly where it is off the top of my head right now. But in the Bible, it says, it says to touch not my anointed. Touch not my anointed, meaning do not mess with my anointed or chosen people. Do not mess with my people I've set apart for a specific reason. The Lord says, touch not my anointed. And when he mean that, man. So, break down what that means. So, we serve a powerful God that loves us and cares for us daily. He is in our corner daily. He is rooting for us daily. He strengthens us daily. But God knows that there are people out here, or should I say adversaries out here, who are going to put you through some type of spiritual warfare, whether it's minor or major. Just know we serve a God who sees all and he knows all. So when people are doing things to you, being mean or doing like really backhanded stuff, or even like abusing you or something like that, like you got to know that God is not going to let that happen forever. God is going to turn the tables on any situation, any predicament, any just stress. The Lord is going to deliver you from that. And whoever is responsible for that, whoever is putting you through pain or causing you pain, confusion, sleepless nights, the list goes on and on. God sees that. God sees that. Like, don't think he's just some guy sitting up there on a cloud making fun of us and just laughing at our problems. We don't serve a God like that. If anything, that sounds like Lucifer. What we do serve is Yahweh. We serve Yahweh, the eternal God, the before and the after. We serve the Omega, like the Alpha and Omega, I'm sorry. He is ultra powerful. You don't think that people who are coming against us aren't going to answer for their sins and their crimes? You bet your life he's going to get them, And this is not a message to be like, oh, I want God to unalive this person or cause them to go blind or something crazy. Like, no. The Lord said vengeance is his, and he meant that. We don't have to pray about it. We don't have to wish or pray evil things on people. God knows all. People talk about karma and all this stuff like karma isn't real. It's only God. God is the karma. What goes around comes around. You reap what you sow at the end of the day. So just know, don't be worried about anything, because at any time God can flip the table. He can flip the script on anybody. In the Revelation, it says the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So don't try to fight evil with evil. Somebody say something crazy to you, you don't gotta say nothing back to them. You don't gotta fight their fire with fire. Somebody do something wicked to you, you don't have to rise up against them. God is going to handle it. I used to be very vengeful. Like, I really wanted to take my revenge on people in my own hands. Like, I wanted to see people suffer. If you wronged me, I wanted you to suffer. Like, I wanted to see it with my own two eyes. I wanted to gloat in it. I wanted to just see the effects of what you did to me. I want to see it happen to you times 10. But God changed my heart. God changed my heart because that's wicked. Because how would I be better as a Christian? How would I be better as a man of God if I want evil to be done on anybody, you know? It says to forgive, you know, and leave it to God. You don't have to verbatim forgive somebody to their face. You can just say a prayer, release it to God, and let him handle it. And I guarantee you, he will handle it. I'm living proof of that. There's been people that did some very evil things to me, and they're not in a position to really be in a good, they're not in a good position. Let's just put it like that. And I'm not sitting here gloating off of that. You know, I really pray that they get their lives together. Some people who really took it there, and I'm just being honest, are no longer on this earth anymore, and I had nothing to do with that. For whatever reason, their life was cut short for what they did, you know. And I'm not saying that this is going to happen to every enemy that you encounter, or somebody do you real wrong, like God's just going to send a Mack truck to knock them off the road or something like that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is you shouldn't be putting your time and worrying about when they're going to get what's coming to them. Worry about your relationship with God. Worry about what you are doing right and what you are doing wrong, because God reigns on the just and the unjust. You know, it may seem like they're getting blessed. Your spiritual enemies are getting blessed and they're having a good old time while you're suffering. Like, you know that tables always have turned, and it will turn in your favor. Look at the story of Joseph. His own brothers sold him into slavery because they were jealous of him. They were jealous of him because their parents had favor on him. They knew that he was anointed. That's the real reason that they sold him into slavery. They knew he was anointed, he was gifted, he could dream dreams and prophesy. Not a lot of people could do that. Oh, excuse me. Not a lot of, excuse me. Not a lot of people can do that. They sold him into slavery, and guess what? He went into slavery. Guess what happens? He gets favored by the Pharaoh to the point where he had him in his house doing stuff, you know, being basically like a butler. And his wife, Potiphar's wife, fell in love with Joseph, basically, or she lusted over him, and she tried to get him to commit adultery, and he was not having that. So after she got rejected, she couldn't take that well, and a lot of people can't take rejection. That's just a clear story in the Bible. But she lied on Joseph to have him thrown in jail, and you would think that was the end of the story. You would think that's all. That, like, oh, that's God just brought him to jail after he done got betrayed and he got lied on. Like, come on now. Now he got to sit in prison. Just know that we serve a God, like I said, that will flip the tables on you. He was released from prison, cleared his name, and he became like a high chief in the Egypt government. That's like basically going from a convict to a governor, you know, a governor of a state. Like, that's a huge jump, right? So that just goes to show you that we serve a God that will change the situation. See, Joseph, not one time, he never prayed against his brother's downfall. He never prayed against Potiphar's wife, like, oh, Lord, please kill her. Please just drop her down. Pray for that. Instead, he prayed for his peace and his rejuvenation through, you know, his relationship with God, and it got him through that. So that's just one example in the Bible. Like, you never know when the tables will turn in your favor. So always stay diligent. Always stay, praying to God and asking for him to lead you and direct you, because that's going to truly bring you where you need to go. So it says, touch not my anointed. So if you are anointed, just know that God got you. There's no reason to fear. There's no reason to get upset. There's no reason to really dwell on stuff. Like, it's okay to get upset, but understand, like, everything is temporary, bro. Everything happens for a reason. So just remember that it's seasons. We all have to go through things we must overcome, and we must continue to go to Christ. Continue to call on his name throughout any situation. He sees your enemies. He sees them plotting on you, talking about you, whatever the case may be. Just know it's not going to be forever. Do not take stuff into your own hands, because if you do, you're invalidating God's favor. You're saying that I can do a better job than God with this situation, so let me do it. I can think better than God, so let me form a plan to get my revenge. Like, no. You're going to live a long, miserable life, a very miserable life if you think like that. So I say all this to say, just have faith. Have the faith of a mustard seed, and just realize that the Lord would not bring you somewhere where you can't handle it. He would never put a situation in front of you that you can't handle. No matter who is saying what or what is going on around you, just lock in with God and everything will work. I'm literally living proof of that. So if you got something out of this, make sure you leave a like, comment your thoughts, share a time that you went through and how you overcame that, how God delivered you from what you went through. Share that, because when you share your testimony, when you share your words with others, it inspires. It inspires others to have faith in God and be, diligent. Some people need hope. You got to be that person to be the light in this world, not somebody who just dwells on the negative and very toxic and just tears other people down. Like, that's going to drain your heart, rejuvenate your heart through Christ, through reading the scripture and just doing what you got to do. But again, my name is Shark Out of Water. If you like this message, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, all that good stuff. More content on the way. Check out my other videos if you haven't. I got a lot of videos, reactions, all types of stuff on this page. So please, if you haven't, go check it out. Other than that, I pray you have a blessed day. I pray that the Lord delivers you from all forms of evil and just, be there for you. Remember, you are anointed by God and protected. No weapon formed against you shall prosper. So remember that. He didn't say that no weapon was going to be formed against you. He said no weapon formed against you will prosper. So just know, even though they got their weapons ready and loaded, they can't do nothing with it. They can't do nothing with it. It's going to backfire on them. So peace and blessings and all praises to the Most High God, man. Peace out, brother or sister, whoever it is.